For over 90 days I've been taking 15 grams of creatine, and today I'm gonna explain you how my body reacts and how I pass from this body to this body with taking 15 grams of creatine. Benefits, inconvenience, and the reality of creatine. All you need to know in this video, so if you really want to stay until the end because you want to learn more about creatine, understand if the myths are right or wrong, what is creatine, where it goes, and all the details, stay in the video and subscribe to this channel. The first or one of the first questions that they want: how much dose should I be taking? Okay, that's the first question. Should I be taking 3, 5 grams, 8 grams, 15 grams? And the answer, as usual, in terms of nutrition, training, health, depends. What depends? Normally, an average adult needs to be taking between 3 and science says 5, for my experience and my clients, I would say 7 grams per day. Okay, that's what should be a normal dose without counting that we are doing a loading phase. This means just consistently taking 3 to 7 grams. I will explain you later my recommendation and also my experience, so you then can decide, but always supervised by a professional. What if I want to get the benefits faster? There is an option. Yes, there is always options. There is an option that is called loading phase. This phase we're gonna be taking 20 grams a day, split it either in 2 or 3 times per day, less than 10 grams because it can cause you gastrointestinal problems. 20 grams during 6 days. Well, don't have much space here, I have much here. Yeah, not used to do that. That's the loading phase. Should we do that? Why should we do that? We can do that because then we're gonna fill up our tanks of phosphocreatine. What is phosphocreatine? Come on, explain it easier. I'm not gonna go really in details and really scientifically because I want that this video is for everyone. Okay, so mainly if you want to get all the benefits from creatine, you can do a loading phase that is going to last 6 days and then go back to a regular daily intake, or you can do a daily intake normal and wait a bit longer until you get the whole benefits. That's on you. I've been taking for over 1.5 years creatine, yeah, solid 1.5 years, between 5 to 7 grams. But as I'm a fitness trainer, I work with clients, and at the end of the day, I love to be in this field. I decided, okay, I'm gonna do an experiment with myself because before put someone as a laboratory rat, I prefer to do it myself, and also I'm gonna know all the details because I can feel it on my own. So this experiment, it's passing from a regular, here it's 7 grams to 15 grams of creatine during 90 days. The results, you're gonna see it later, but during this video, I want to explain you is the real myth about water retention, kidney damage, and also is Creapure the only one we should be taking? First, let's go for water retention. This one, I'm gonna move here so I got more space. Specifically, if you're in a body fat journey, it's possible that you raise 1.5 kilograms during the first days, first weeks. Why? Because it goes directly to water intramuscular. Don't need to know much more. If you really are interested, you can Google or maybe ChatGPT explain it to you, but this video, it's easy. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Just that you know this intramuscular water is gonna help you. It's beneficial. It's not same as if you retain water because you are overeating carbs. Okay, I would say it's a healthy retention of water. Water retention, a little bit yes, but nothing bad about it. Then, what about kidney damage? It's not because of creatine, it's because water. We are drinking less water than we should be drinking in a natural day. So start drinking more water if you are used to drink. I'm gonna change the color so it's gonna be easier for you. If you are used to drink, I don't know, maybe 2 liters of water, maybe you start drinking creatine, so go for 3 or 3.5 liters of water. Okay, then we kill this kidney damage easy, right? And I'm gonna switch to talk about Creapure. I'm not gonna be talking about all the marketing that is behind that because at the end marketing is marketing, but what I recommend to my clients, and then you decide what you do, is go for monohydrate creatine. So it's gonna be the cheapest and also the safest one for your health. Of course, pay attention where you are buying, which products you are buying, but depending the country, you have different sources. So I'm not gonna say you want specifically because nobody is sponsoring this video, so I don't need to sell my ass to anybody. But monohydrate creatine, okay? Then we are already here. This check, this no. What is creatine? Creatine is a compound basically synthesized by arginine, glycine, and methionine. Don't need to know that, just it's here that you understand. And what is this compound going? This is going inside your muscles and it's filling up a tank called phosphocreatine that we are using for, I don't have it here, right? Yeah, for strength training with high intensity. Well, training is not correct, but training at high intensity, and at the end, whenever you need to do a high intense movement in a short period of time, it's gonna help you. Then you only need to know that. Why 15 grams? As I explained you before, I was using 7 grams for over a year and some months, and then I decided, okay, I think maybe now it's the time to do an experiment, try out and see how my body reacts. And first, before I'm talking about the benefits and convenience, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel because it's the second video and probably you can be an early adopter of this video. And here I'm gonna just leave you how it was before and how it's my actual body after these 90 days with 15 grams of creatine, and then you take your own conclusions. At the end, I'm a fitness trainer for over 4-5 years, and I've been working out so hard for a period of long time. And creatine has always been around, and I've heard many studies, many people talking about it, but I think you cannot talk properly until you really test something, until you don't leave it on your own life, leave it on your own skin. That's why I decided to do this process. This process, I had different feelings during the whole process. I would split it in 2 weeks, 8 weeks, and of course at the end of the whole process. How I felt after the first 2 weeks, I would say the first reaction that my body had once I started taking that much amount of creatine during a single day, it was my cognitive and specifically my energy. I was feeling more motivated, more focused, more energetic. I felt a little bit like, am I using something illegal? Really, that was the first impact that my body had. After 8 weeks, I really start feeling difference while I was training. I felt like really my weights in regular exercise that I was used to do some weights, I just increased them with no extra effort. It was basically same effort that I was using before, but my strength, my power, my reactions were faster and stronger. That's what happened after 8 weeks. And what is the conclusion after 12 weeks and how I'm feeling? First, I'm feeling more energetic, as I explained you before, more focus, better performance while training, and my brain is kind of working better. I don't know how to explain it in an easier way, but at the end, when I'm working, I'm more clear. When I have to do something or think about new ideas, I'm faster. And of course, what is obvious is that my body grow. Before I start this experiment, I was 74 kilograms and now I'm 77.8 kilograms. Thinking that I'm 171 centimeters. I'm not the tallest, I know I have other skills. But I've raised 3.8 kilos. Of course, it's not a pure muscle, of course, but what I realized is that I was evolving in terms of my aesthetics, how my body actually feel in a regular day, and in general, the benefits are all already explained. But if we have to take a conclusion and also alert you about some inconvenience that can happen, might be, let me change to red because it's gonna be more visual to you. Probably if you decide either on your own or because you are supervised, could be me, could be someone else, you decide, it's on you. Maybe if you are taking in only one dose more than 10 grams, you can, go to shit yourself quickly, or just it's not gonna be well absorbed for your body. Might be. In my case, no, I can take it directly. I test both. That could be a risk. In my case, that's not a problem. And inconvenience a part of that, as long as you keep hydrate yourself, as long as you are taking a proper creatine, as long as you are eating properly, moving enough, it shouldn't be any inconvenient. It's really safe supplement and it's already been proved by thousands of people in different studies around the world. So now you know, I think, mostly everything that you need to know about creatine. Of course, you can know more, but I think it's 10 minutes of this video. I barely explain you and also solve you many of your questions. If you want to take it on pills or powder, it's your likes. It doesn't change anything. And before we finish this video, just let me know, drop a comment here if you ever tried creatine, how this affect your life, your body, and also your energy levels. Let me know here, and also if you're going to comment, make sure that you subscribe and maybe send this video to someone that might like it. See you around, and I'm gonna be preparing next interesting videos. Explain it in an easy way for everybody, so we break them down. See you.